Hey you guys, I'm back in the Dyno room with a 383 matching engine to a 69 Super B, and here I am ready to make some tests and hoping to get 400 plus horsepower. Is it possible we could make Hemi power with a 383? So let's get it running and see what we get. Hi, I'm Nick and welcome back to my Dyno room. Well, I've got a 383 here that belongs to a 69 Super B. Came from Ontario, belongs to Ashley. It's an automatic car. Well, you know, he brought it here because he wanted to add some horsepower. And this is an engine, we just had the camshaft and the pistons replaced. We have a flat tappet cam hydraulic lifters with about a 525 lift. And also I took out the 30 over cast pistons and I put in a set of forged aluminum pistons that have a much higher compression distance. You know, we measured a measurement to square off the block that this deck on the passenger side was 20 thou higher on this side. So then we had to plane the block, mill the block so we could get them equal. So I brought up the pistons to almost zero deck. Now all the pistons are zero deck. Then, of course, we wanted to bring up the compression. So we went with a set of 1967 915 closed chamber cylinder heads. So I didn't have a set, but Ashley located a set. So he ordered a set that came in from Alberta. And then he shipped them to his house. And then he says, Nick, when I get them, I'll bring them over to you so you can do the valve job and finish off the engine. But he called me up. He goes, Nick, I received one cylinder head. The other one got lost in transport. So then, you know, we waited a few days, a week or so. Nothing was found. So he bought another cylinder head from somebody else. He had one head, also the same casting number, closed chamber. You know, he brought it here, they weren't identical. So then again, we had to CC them and found out there were 5 cc difference. So now I've got a set of heads that I had to balance out the deck on the block to make this thing work. So what we did is we went with a 525 lift hydraulic flat tappet camshaft. We went also with a brand new intake manifold RPM Performer from Edelbrock. And we're going with the 1/7/8 headers because this is the way it's going to be installed in the car. So now that I installed the engine on the dyno, I get a text from Ashley. He tells me, Nick, they've located the other cylinder head that was a twin to the other one I have here. Oh boy. So you know what? I told him, hold on to it. Let's see how it goes. Let me do some testing on the dyno and we'll take it from there. Now I'm hoping to make over 400 horsepower. And like I said, these things, right now, we have a 67 closed chamber heads. I was hoping to get a lot compression cylinder, but I'm stuck on 165. I don't know why I got 165. It shouldn't be more. It's not a 440, it's a 383 30 over. But, you know, I'm looking for over 400 horsepower. So I'm gonna start her up, break in the cam, and then we'll do a few tests after that. Because if it doesn't get that 400 horsepower, I'm gonna remove these cylinder heads and work on something that I can make over 400 horsepower. So if you guys want to stand by, let me break in the cam and then take a few shots at it and see how it goes. So let's get it running and see what we get. And by the way, this engine from the factory made 335 horsepower at 5,000 RPMs. They said the torque was at 425, which I've proven to myself that it's not true. It never made over 400 foot-pounds of torque on a stock 383. But this is not stock. It's different. We did some changes on it, so let's make some tests and take it from there. But first, let's break in the cam. Okay, O2 sensor on. You know, most important part of the cam break-in is you gotta have the right spring pressure. You gotta have also the correct oil with zinc in it. And of course, get it started right away as soon as you can and rev it to 2,000 RPMs for 20 minutes. But what I do is I run it for 10 minutes, cool it down, then run it another 10 minutes. That's the way I do it. And you know what? I've been doing it for a long time. I never had any issues, so why should I change? Wow. Whoa, what the hell was that? What happened there?
It sounded like it had pressure built up in it somewhere.
Yeah, eh? Well, let's go. I want to make sure it starts right away. I give it a bit of advance. Let's see if it goes now. Oil pressure is good. No oil leaks. So far so good. Engine's nice and quiet. And give it a 10 minutes. Let it cool down. We'll do it another 10 minutes and take it from there. You know, lately I've been building some 3D3s. I remember doing one for Luke in Victoria, British Columbia. I did another one that was a copy of Hard Rod. And now I've got one here for Ashley. And this is a street car. It's not a racer. It's just a cruiser. And it likes to have a little rumble and some power. So let's hope we get what we want. You know, back in 1969, the 69 Roadrunner 3D3 was Motor Trend Car of the Year. Why? You could buy a muscle car with a good engine for under $3,000 back then. You know, spring pressure is very important when you have a flat tappet cam. You know, I've been reading a lot of comments, people tell me they're wiping out the camshafts. You know, don't forget you guys, you have to have the right oil with zinc in it, zinc additive, breaking it in the way I got it started right away. And most important, you don't need more than 125 pounds of spring pressure on the seat, and keep it within under 300, 310 open pressure. So for that reason, it should work out good. Well, you know what, as we do tests, we're gonna find out. I also wanted to say that when you start decking the block and planing and decking, nailing the heads, the V comes short on the front V8 of an engine. So you have to plane the intake side of the cylinder heads, and as you bring the cylinder heads down into the block, you also plane the inner side of the intake side of the cylinder head, and also you gotta bring the valve train, or should I say the rocker assembly up, so we shim it between the cylinder head and the rocker shaft. So you got to make sure you space it out so you don't have some preload on the valve lifters. I think we're good here now. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to let it cool down for 10 minutes, give it another maybe 10 minutes break in, and then we'll start testing it after that. Sounds good. So far, the engine sounds good. It's smooth, no vibrations, no oil leaks. And I ran it for 10 minutes, so I'll let it cool down because I know the oil is about 210, but it doesn't matter. I like to have the oil not too hot when I break in a cam. Oil pressure is good. The air fuel ratio is good, so we're good. We're using my 750 CFM for now as a carburetor, and then we're going to go with this later on, but that's probably going to be tuned in the car, or should I say, later on in the dyno. But right now, I'm looking for maximum horsepower with my carburetors, what I have in the dyno room. You know, a good set of pistons the kind I want costs $1,500 to $1,600, $1,800 with the piston rings. And then back then in Chrysler in 68, 69, you could buy a complete car for under $3,000. A 3-speed manual transmission with a 3D3 Magnum or a Super Commando. Think about it. That's why it was called Car of the Year. Muscle car for under $3,000, all in one package. You know, maybe the 396 was compared to that, or the 394. But the Chrysler 3.3 was a good engine, was a good car. In the Roadrunner or Super B, I don't remember what kind of car it was. It was a B body. And there's the engine right there, 69. I just broke it in for 10 minutes. I let it cool down for 10 minutes. Now I'm just going to run it another 10 minutes at 2,000 RPM, maybe 8-9 minutes. And then after that, shut it down, cool it down, and we start doing our testing. Here we go. So far so good. Put the O2 sensor on. Air fuel is good. You know, Chrysler claimed they made 425 foot-pounds of torque at 3,400 RPM. You know, I had some good rebuilt factory 3D3s. I've never got more than 400, no matter what RPM. You know, and I've tried everything. I remember from Hard Rod magazine, and they also had the same test, and they never made over 400 either. So we were both on the same page. So from the factory, I don't know why Chrysler said it, never made 425. Came close to it at 400, but not 425. Okay. I think we're good enough. I think we're good enough. All right, we're gonna let it cool down. We're gonna check the timing, and then we'll proceed with testing the engine. All right. So give me a few minutes, we'll take it from there. We just finished breaking in the cam. I'm sure it went well. Everything seems good. So right now I just want to get it started. I want to set the timing at about 36 degrees. And then from there, without the vacuum, I'm going to use the vacuum after when I set it up with this carburetor. But right now we're looking for maximum horsepower with wide open throttle. That's what's my concern. So I'll get it started, set the timing, and then adjust the absorber on my dyno, and then we'll take it from there. And let's hope we get that 400 plus, and here we go. There's that humble idle that he wanted. Okay, let me adjust the absorber now. Here we go. You know, we got a cam with, he wanted a lumpy idle, so we got one with a lot of duration on it so he could get the idle that he wants. And of course, we dropped the vacuum on idle, as you guys can see here. But anyways, if we need vacuum for power brakes, we'll get an electronic vacuum pump. But in the meantime, let's see what it can do. First of all, I gotta adjust my absorber. Here we go. Let's see how it's gonna go. Okay, the absorber seems to be good there at 99%. So now we're going to take it from 2,800 to 5,000 RPMs on my first test. Don't forget, you guys, this is a matching engine. Serial number on this block is corresponding to the car. You know, 5,000 RPM. We'll start with that. We'll take and see where it goes from there. Okay, we have a bigger cam. It's going to probably need more RPMs, but let's see how it goes. Let's see what we got here. And back in the day, you know, when we have a big group here, we have a lot of guys putting bets. Is it going to make it over a certain number? We put our money down and let's see if it hits 400. So we do 3 tests and to take it from there. But right now, I'm not putting any money on it. I'm just hoping I get this 400. I've got it at 36, 37 degrees I'm gonna run it about 155, 160 Fahrenheit coolant temperature, and let's see how it goes. Don't forget the closed chamber heads, and we've got a 750 double popper Holly. It's gonna be our first test, and then we could do some adjustments after that. Here we go. Don't forget, we gotta go maybe past 5,000. Yes, we passed that 400 torque, and we passed that 400 horsepower. And wow, it's still climbing. So let me take a look. Let me just make sure there's no noises. Look at that, look at it. Wow, this is great. This is great. Looking good, looking good. So, what a little cam can do with closed chamber heads, eh? Easy 400. Tony, come and take a look at this, Tony. There it is. And we still need to climb.
Wow.
I was hoping to get over 400 horsepower, but the other three, we had a hard time reaching 400.
Oh yeah.
This one did 440, 448, 449 foot-pounds of torque at 4,300. And look at the horsepower, 410 at 5,000 and still going. So we're gonna have to rev it higher.
There ain't a wiki.
So far, it looks like I'm not gonna rip these heads off. I think looking good.
Oh yeah.
There's no leaks so far. I felt no vibrations. So far, so good. Air fuel ratio. Let's take a look. Oh, perfect.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, now let's look at the graph. This is what people want to see right here. Look at that. Still going up. Look at this. Look at that horsepower. Look at that. Pretty flat, isn't it? Okay, I'm going higher RPM. This is cool. We have it at 36, 37 degrees.
That much.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to back it up, but first, I'm not going to touch nothing. I'm just going to bring the RPM higher. Let me know if you hear any pinging, okay? Let me know. Okay. Let me just bring this RPM. We're going to bring it to 54. What do you think? Why not? 54. Don't forget, this is a matching engine to the car. Now, I always worry when it's a matching engine. Because, you know, you never know, eh? You know, your rods are good, the crank is good, clearances are good, you've got good pistons, you've got valve springs that do the job. And you want to make sure, but you just never know one day. So I got to go. I'm looking for maximum horsepower, and I got to bring it a higher RPM, which I will do right now to 5,400 RPM. And here we go. I'm happy so far. I'm happy. From 3,000 RPM to 5,400 RPM. Ah, this is great. I love it. So far, so good. 3,000 to 5,400. Oil pressure. How's the oil pressure? Great. Carburetor size, 750, looks good. 389 cubic inch. Okay, let's go. Manual test. Here we go. Now to 5,400. Here we go. I think I saw, it's got Hemi power. Check it out. Still climbing. Oh my God. 450 foot-pounds, 451 foot-pounds of torque at 4,300. Girl, let me go see there's no noises. Check it out. This is great. This is really great. We're getting Hemi power. We're getting Hemi power in a 383. Check it out. Short. Check it out. No leak. No leak. Look. Wait. You know, I haven't worked with a set of closed chamber heads in such a long time, but they're really working. But did you hear it pinging by any chance?
Absolutely not.
So we need to go higher RPM. Look, we're still climbing at 424 at 5,300. You know what? I'd love to rev it, or should I wait for Ashley? You know what? I think I'm gonna wait for Ashley. Look, so far it's good. Air fuel ratio is good. You know, it's a matching engine. You might be happy with what he's got. So this is something I'll let the customer make the call. It's still climbing at 5,400. It is a matching engine. But before I go any further, I'm sure I got the results what I needed, and we exceeded the goal of what we needed with our customer. But I could gain a little bit more power, but beyond the limits of 54 limit, I would have to ask Ashley, my client who owns this engine, before I go any further. So I text him a copy of the dyno sheet, and if he gives me permission to go to higher RPM, a couple hundred more RPMs, I'll go ahead. So I'm gonna stand by, wait, and we'll take it from there. Oh, Ashley. There we go. Ashley, how you doing?
Hey, good, Nick. Sorry, I'm driving, so I can't really read what you got to say there.
Okay, listen, I'm doing some dyno testing, and I just wanted to tell you I went to 54, 5,300 RPMs, and I'm still making a little bit more horsepower. Here, let me just tell you, 5,300 RPM, I got 424.4 HP.
Wow.
And torque is 451.2 at 4,300.
Wow.
Everything's going well. Timing is set, no oil leaks, no vibrations, no nothing, no noises, oil pressure is good. Now, the only thing is if I go further RPM, I need your permission. Because it's a matching engine, that's the only reason I'm calling you.
So, what, you want to like rev it a little higher is what you're saying?
Yes, I wanted to bring it a couple more 100 RPMs and then leave it on the dyno, wait for you. It's up to you. Look, if it was a matching number, I would have revved it a lot more than that. But since it's being a matching engine, you know, sometimes you never know.
Yeah, but I mean, am I not right to say that the 383 blocks, you know, make power like right up to over 6,000 RPM?
No, that, you know, well, yeah, it's that. It's the, you know, it's the crank, the rods, everything's forged. The rods are forged, crank is forged. Now you got forged pistons. I got good valve springs. It's up to you. Do you want me to take it a few more RPM?
Yeah, a few more. I mean, like what? Maybe like 5,700 or something?
I was going to take it at 56, 57, yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take it. Sorry.
I'm not going to baby the car when you give it to me. I'm going to drive it, right?
Okay, okay. Let me test it. I'll call you back.
Okay.
I'll take it to 57, okay?
Okay, sure. Let's see what happens.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I've got Ashley's permission to take it to 5,700 RPM until he comes here in person. So let's take it to 5,700. I don't see why not. I think I did a great job on the engine. Let's see, 5,700. It sounds good, sounds healthy, oil pressure's there. I don't see why not, but you know, you never know. You just never know. Here we go, 3 grand, 57. Are we ready? I'm leaving the timing where it is. I will play with the timing with Ashley in person. But in the meantime, I got my goal. I'm happy. I just want to show our viewers this is a simple 383, little cam, closed chamber heads, deck in the block, polish out the cylinder heads. We're pretty cool. Hydraulic flat tappet cam. I think we did a good job breaking it in. But you know, if you don't break it in well, it's going to keep losing horsepower. Right. So we're not going to touch the timing. Let's do it. Okay, water pump. Here we go. 57. I just want to cool it down. That is good. I'm happy.
I could see from your
I always, if I didn't get my goal of 400, I was ready to take those heads off and even mill them some more. But you know, I know it's good, and you know, we're running octane 94 pump fuel, so let's do another test. Ready?
As we say in this business,
yes.
You've hit the sweet spot.
Oh, I'm happy.
That's what it is. You
It
hit
is.
the sweet spot.
So, and this is not a stroker, guys. This is not a 440. This is a 383, and it's doing a lot better than my 440 in my. I got 400 horsepower in my Kawasaki, and I love it.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's doing better than some of the 440s.
Yeah, this one's got the RPM performance intake and the headers and a bigger cam, and the compression ratio is about the same. Here we go. No sweat. Check that out. Seriously.
Still pulling up there.
We're still pulling. 432.4, 5600.
I told you, remember?
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
Peak at 58.
It's going to be there. Let's look at the graph. Here we go. I want to go see the engine. Still climbing. Look at that. Hey, this is a good little engine. And there's not much modification on it at all. Okay, we got beyond Hemi power. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I got my goal. And here we got a street engine. Mild engine, it's not that radical. It's got 455 foot-pounds of torque, 432 horsepower. You know, my goal is to get over 400. And I was hoping to get over 400 foot-pounds of torque. I think it's done well. So I'm not going to go any further. We can still need to go further RPM to get maybe a couple more horses. But anyways, I'm going to wait for Ashley to come here, my client, Ashley, to come here in person before I go any further. But right now, I'm going to call him up, give him the results. This is the goal. I like to have him here, test it with his carburetor at the end. But in the meantime, I think this is great. It's got no oil leaks, no noises, oil pressure cell. Yeah, it's perfect. So Ashley, waiting on you to come down here and take a few tests with me. After building a few 383s, this is my favorite. This is a 383 that makes Hemi power and beyond. This is awesome. Love it. I can't wait for Ashley to come down here. And thanks for watching here on Nick's Garage. What a 383 beast. Love it. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.